everyone, this is Michelle Patterson here with Angel Souls, and these are your March 2017 Angel Oracle card readings. For this month, we are going to be using the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, and of course, pulling a crystal card from the Crystal Reading Cards. It's from the Healing Oracle by Rochelle Sharman. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can just go to my website, angelsouls444.com. the services page. Please make sure that you fill out the submission form. You'll be directly taken back to that. It's under a thank you tab. If you do not fill that out, you don't get in line. Okay, so make sure you do that step. That's very important. Of course, if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I will leave all that information down below. And please do not forget about the courses on Gumroad. There are many things up there, including extra readings, which I think for March, the theme will be all about releasing blocks. Okay, what you need to focus on in March to let things go so that you can take good things in. And of course, we have how to perceive your angels. There are oracle reading courses there. And I will be getting to work here in the next couple of weeks on the Archangel series, where we'll talk about various archangels, what they do, and then do a meditation to help you connect. All right, so I think that's it. Let's get started. Hi, there's Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you for March 2017. I just had a card flop right out. Astera. Okay, so you're reaching for your dreams and your goals, but you might be doing it gently. You might be doing it little by little, just observing, but clarity. I think you get a lot of clarity this month about how you want to move forward. And this renewed sense of believing in yourself. So if you've had some downtime, if you had to take a minute and retreat, relax a little bit, now you're getting more focused on the path that you want to be on, okay? And moving on from there, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Akasha, really getting tuned in with your purpose this month, guys. Very nice. Okay, let's get two more cards out here. Okay, Sonia, so somebody else on your spiritual team is looking out for you. Ooh, Merlina. So she's like the magician energy. Okay, very interesting. You guys are creating your own reality this month. You finally get it, which is nice. You have your epiphany. You have your point of clarity. You might realize that, okay, oh yeah, I was making this way harder on myself than I need to. Let me go over here and make this happen. You know what I mean? So you're shifting gears. You're getting on your path. You're figuring it out. All right, without being overly analytical about it. Okay, so the first card is Astera. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So even if you're one of those people out there where it doesn't seem like things are coming together as quickly as you want, well, ask yourself, why am I pushing on this? Why do I insist that this happen this way? You know, the universe is really, really smart, and it might have my back. As a matter of fact, it does have your back. So if it's not happening the way you think or as quickly as you would like, don't give up. Keep reaching for your dreams. They are going to be happening, okay? It just may not be in the way that you think. For others of you, you come into this month and you're like, I totally get it. I totally get it. Now I'm going to go off and do what I want to do. So good on you for that. Now here's part of your wisdom. Okay, this is part of where it's coming from. It's Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Now let's talk about this for a second, because there is a rampant problem with people thinking, like, I've been listening to angels since I was a little girl, right? And I've had people come and they get very offensive and they're like, why should I listen to you? Angel Souls has only been in existence for 3 years. Okay, so I've only been doing this professionally for 3 years, but I've been hearing angels my whole life. Right? So there are people out there who are seeking and searching, and they want to be in touch with their soul's purpose. They want to be spiritual. And so they go and they take a couple of classes, and then they think that they have the ability to counsel others. Now, this is saying that you do have that ability, but it doesn't always have to be in that sort of obvious way. Right? Like, you don't have to wreck your whole life. Like, if you're an accountant or a lawyer or something like that, and you're like, oh, in order to be spiritual, I have to go out there and counsel others. Well, if you're a lawyer, you are a counselor, right? You're helping people. You're consulting with them. And you can always be a spiritual teacher by your very presence and by being a good example. We say that all the time. But the Akasha card is about Akashic records. What are you doing here? Can you remain present? What is it that is your true duty right here in the moment? Again, it might not be the obvious thing where you're thinking, well, everybody else says that, I should wreck my life and go off and do this spiritual thing. You don't have to. You're here to be human. You're here to have that human experience and the range of emotions that come with being human. Okay? So don't get yourself off path by jumping to conclusions, I guess is what we're saying. Okay? Not everybody is meant to be a spiritual counselor. Okay? I mean, if that really is your calling, by all means, come on board. We need lots of people here. But be careful though, because I also know a lot of people out there who are posing as, even angel mediums. They're going as far as to call themselves angel mediums. And I'm sitting there with them and going, you're doing nothing but reading the cards. Being an angel card reader does not mean you are an angel medium necessarily. Okay. Again, we're going to get some negative comments on that, I'm sure. Like, are you discouraging people? Yeah. If this really isn't your path, then honey, go get on your path. Okay. Absolutely. And I'm not afraid to say it. But if it is your path, again, get on in here, but this is what we're talking about here. Being, getting that clarity for yourself. What feels right for you? What, if it really is something that has always been stirring in you, then let it be expressed this month. Okay. So the next card we have is Sonia. I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I'm happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Now, this would be somebody who's already on the other side, who's just saying, hi, I'm here, I'm fine, I love you. Please don't worry about me. And God forbid if, like you've already, like if this just happened, okay, and you're watching this, again, this is not saying it's going to happen in the future. It's something that would have already happened. But if the grief is fresh for you, definitely be working with Archangel Azrael. He can help you get through this. But this feels more like, for most of you out there, this is like someone who's been over on the other side for a long time. You may, it's not even that, how do I put this? It's not even that you're necessarily missing them. You know that they're a guide and you know that they're hanging around with you. Now, let's talk about this for a second. People who you knew in this lifetime, in the physical realm, they kick over to the other side. They can hang out with you and hang out with your spiritual team. They could be still guiding you, but be careful with that because they are not technical spirit guides, okay? They're not the kind of same spirit guides that you have around you. They don't know much more than they did when they were in the physical, okay? And I've said this before. The only thing that they know that you don't know is what it's like when you die, okay? And what it's like on the other side. And to us, that's the ultimate mystery. So because they know that, we think they know everything. And they don't, okay? They don't. So are they hanging out with you as one of your guides? Yeah, but let's air quote that, okay? They're not really, they haven't gone through the same sort of, I don't know what it is for spirit guides, but this sort of like system, or I don't know, can we call it training? I don't know what to call it, but the spiritual ascension process that your other spirit guides have gone through, okay? So just bear that in mind. So then we have Merlina, and she says, you are confused. I love this card because it starts out with, you're confused. That's nice, right? You are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. It's so funny. I feel like that kind of goes back to, people who, they want to take a spiritual path and they want to have a spiritual career. So they're just going to latch on to whatever comes along. And what this is saying is, hang on, you need a little bit more information. Really tune into your soul to see how you are supposed to express your gifts in this world. Again, I just watched something with a medical doctor last night, and she's on a spiritual path as well, and she's taking more holistic approaches in medicine, but she's still a scientist at heart. She's still a medical professional, and that's the best way for her to serve. So I'm getting the feeling here that a lot of people are getting off path because, I hate to say this, guys, but I mean, yes, we're too programmable. We kind of just go, oh, here's the answer to all of my, excuse me, all my worldly questions. Let me do this. And a lot of people are not fulfilling their soul's contracts because they're allowing themselves to get pulled in a certain direction that might not be right for them. So the best way for you to glean what is right for you is to go within, have that introspective moment, make your own magic, okay? Get your own research going here about what is right for you. All right, so your crystal card is Cooperite, rites of passage. See, again, you're going through you're going through the, how do I say this? I don't want to say portal, because that's not exactly what we're talking about. You're kind of going through the doorway, okay? You're going through the door now, and you're letting go of some of the pressures that you're putting on yourself. And for some of you, what I just said might upset you. But for others, I think it's going to come as a relief, like, oh, thank God, because I did not want to have to sit there and learn this or learn that. But this whole thing is about you discovering your place in this world. And that rite of passage means that you've come through a lot of lessons. You know yourself now. You just need to be very tuned into your soul and tuned into your heart. And all the information that you need will be contained there. Okay? So there it is, guys. Have a beautiful month. And of course, I'm sending you so much love. Take care.